What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Mass Effect. Now give me 1 second. I need to make sure that I'm adjusting the game volume, because I gotta go back between Mass Effect 3 and Baldur's Gate. Oh no. Okay. Make sure we didn't break the game. But make sure that the audio is good. Should be good to go. We should be able to leave the Citadel now. So let's go to the Normandy docking bay. See if anybody has anything to say over in this area. If not, we got a lot of stuff to look for. What's our priority mission? Do we even have one? The heck? Do we even have a priority mission? It doesn't look like it. Okay.
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives. The Alliance is posting us to an Ezo mining facility on Zani. It's a low-gravity planet, toxic atmosphere. You'll be expected to maintain full survival gear. Any questions?
Are we playing security, Sergeant Olenby?
No, Private. We are not.
Okay.
The homeworld, Kaige, has reiterated its support for Council.
Sonax, and there was definitely Prothean tech on Garbug. I know the Valhalla threshold is Reaper territory now, but Prothean tech could help the Crucible. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm aware this is an unsecured channel. Yes, understood. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, we got like a lot of stuff to sit here and check out. Cortez.
You finally made it off the Normandy.
Glad I did. Even with the chaos of all the refugees, seeing so many ships in flight is comforting. Gets me thinking. Hey, a Turian frigate. I think that's the PFS Havenkaw.
What's one Turian warship doing at the Citadel?
Looking for dry dock, I bet. She's seen battle. Look at the waiver in her drive core emissions. Alone, limping, looking for a haven. Maybe it would have been better to just go down fighting, like their families back home.
Are you talking about the Turians or yourself?
I should have been there. With Robert.
I'm glad you weren't. You'd be dead, and we'd never have met.
Yeah. That's the one good thing from all this. I'm glad to serve with you, Shepard.
The lives of future generations rest on those Turians' shoulders. On our shoulders. Nobody is giving up. Not those Turians, not me, not you.
If anyone can pull this all together, it's you. And I'm with you.
Is that an Alliance cruiser? What's it doing here?
That's the SSV London. Decommissioned years ago. Look, no guns. Refugees must have salvaged her from a shipyard. Geneva-class cruisers always had Ezo cores like granite.
People find a way to survive.
Do whatever it takes to see another day. I gotta let go. For real this time. The refugees here have put up a memorial wall. They leave mementos of lost loved ones. I was thinking maybe...
What's stopping you?
Nothing. I mean... Let me think about it.
Okay.
Your suggestion to come out here was a good one, Commander. I needed this. Your suggestion to come out
Okay,
here...
cool. Poor Cortez, man. Poor guy. He's got a lot of guilt. Returned. Oh, Caden. You joining us, brother?
Hey, I wondered where you went. What's up?
I'm trying to wrap my head around what just happened.
You sound angry.
No, just not used to staring down the gun of someone I've worked with so closely. How it all went down, it's got me... I don't know.
Okay. Talk to me. Let's have it.
If I hadn't backed down first, I feel like you would have taken me out.
I trusted you, and I knew you'd come around. That's all that matters. Main thing is we stopped the coup, and Cerberus is off the Citadel.
Yeah, but sometimes the way a thing goes down does matter, Shepard. later when you have to live with yourself. Knowing that you acted with integrity, and it matters.
You're talking about Adina. He gave me no choice, so I took the shot. Any soldier would have done the same, including you.
Okay. Look, Shepard, there's another reason I'm here. Hackett offered me a position, but I'd turn it down in a second if there was a chance to join you in the Normandy again.
Absolutely.
Couldn't imagine meeting the Reapers without you.
Thank you, Commander. And Shepard, I need you to know that I'll never doubt you again. I get your back.
Good to know. Welcome aboard, Major.
Aye, aye, sir.
Nice. He's back with us. That makes me happy.
Shepard, I got Anderson patched in. I was just getting him up to speed.
Udina? That SOB was always power-hungry. But this?
He wasn't in charge. Cerberus was just using him to take control of the Citadel.
What the hell for?
I don't know. Not yet.
Could have been a lot worse. Shepard stopped the assassination attempt on Councilor Valorn.
Kai Lang.
What?
Your assassin. I'll have Hackett send you my reports on him.
I take it you two have met.
Kaylee Sanders and I had our share of run-ins with him. I shot him in both legs once. Thought that might be the end of him. But he showed up again on Omega, even stronger.
Elusive Man patch him up?
That'd be my guess. Given what they were able to do with you and Grayson. It's a safe bet Lang's even more dangerous now.
I'll take whatever advantage I can get against these bastards.
Their attempts may have had at least one unintended side effect. I received word from the Asari Councilor. They're requesting an update on the Crucible.
Lang has them scared. Enough to send help?
Yes, the Asari and Solarians are both throwing in their support now.
How's your progress on the Crucible?
Good. Our estimates suggest we've completed nearly 50% of the known work.
So quickly?
Once decoded, the schematics are designed in such a way that allows our scientists to easily translate the information. It's not Prothean specific.
Are we any closer to understanding how to use it?
That's still open for debate. Utilized in the right fashion, our scientists are convinced it can generate enough energy to destroy the Reapers. The question is, how will it dispense the energy? And in what form?
You mean, how do you stop it from wiping us all out?
Exactly. We think the catalyst is the key to determining how to focus its energy, how to direct its energy at the Reapers alone.
I'm working on that.
You'll find the answers, Shepard. I'll send you an update on the schematics. And in the meantime, we'll keep building.
And we'll keep fighting. Make sure there's an Earth left to come back to.
You've always trusted me. I won't let you down.
We're still in this. The gods of war haven't given up on us yet.
Good luck, both of you. Anderson out.
Commander, the Turian fleet is stretched thin. We need more support ships. And Aquarians are willing to talk.
Understood, sir. I'll look into it.
Be careful. We've got reports of instability along the Geth border. Hack it out.
Ooh, the Quarians. R.I.P. to, damn,
Shepard,
what was his name?
do you have a moment? A contact
Legion.
within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned. They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Perseus Vale. And here comes all the priorities. Masana distress signal. The Cerberus coup. Alright, so we got Codex to catch up on. War terminal. Oh, look at that war score. We're looking great. Alien. Citadel Defense Force. The Citadel created the Council created the Citadel Defense Force to support Shepard in the war against the Reapers. The CDF includes ships and soldiers from every Council race, complements from a few species without official membership status that have also quietly joined. After the attempted coup, no offer of assistance is being turned away by the Council and its advisors. An increase in refugees on the Citadel depleted resources that might have otherwise gone to defense systems and personnel. Really? Warning, people on the Citadel to prepare for the war has improved civilian readiness. A con artist exploiting refugees was thrown off the Citadel. Security improved on the docks as a result. Housing was found for students from Grissom Academy too young to work on the Prothean device. These gifted teenagers have been helping, however, by dealing with any repetitive problems that can't be delegated to VIs. CSEC is focusing on smaller crimes and misdemeanors as they spread their forces thin, decreasing efficiency when dealing with larger threats. Schematics recovered by Commander Shepard are helping CSEC easily locate and shut down active turrets left by Cerberus on the Citadel, and schematics of advanced biotic amplifiers from Grissom Academy increase the endurance of the Asari under fire. So we had some consequences to our decisions, for sure. Many respected Asari scientists have used their long lifespans to become leading experts in their fields. Asari scholars often gain perspective on how cultural shifts affect society, grasping the larger contextual forces behind new proposals, and using this to springboard into hypotheses years ahead of their time. The Asari science team working on the Crucible consists of some of the keenest scientific mavericks in the galaxy, eager to contribute to its construction. The Asari Second Fleet is largely composed of frigates and fighters, embodying the Asari's hit-and-run mindset with a nimble swarm rather than a slower collection of vessels. The Second is normally dispatched to protect colonies from pirate raiders or mercenary activity. The Second Fleet's fighter squadrons are intensely competitive, racing to break new records set by other teams, but unquestionably loyal to each other in a fight. The Sixth Fleet has more dreadnoughts than any other collection of ships in the Asari Navy. An almost superstitious dread has grown around its entrance into conflict, as any war with the fleet has never remained small. It was the Sixth Fleet that flew against the Rachni in the beginning of the Rachni Wars, and it was the Sixth Fleet that liberated the first colony under siege in the Krogan rebellions. Unfairly or not, its service people have a reputation for being sober, serious, and humorless. Nevertheless, the Sixth Fleet is a welcome sight for any ally when it arrives. The Destiny Ascension is the flagship of the Citadel Fleet, a powerful Asari dreadnought unlike any other vessel in the galaxy. Captained by Matriarch Ladanya, the Destiny Ascension evacuated the Council during the 2183 Battle of the Citadel, but was crippled by attacking Geth. Alliance fleets came in, taking heavy fire, but saving the Ascension and the Council from destruction. The Asari have repaired and upgraded the dreadnought's shielding and firepower, committing the formidable ship to fight against the Reapers. It's so crazy to me that we're still seeing stuff from the first game play into this. An Alliance Rear Admiral once unfairly dismissed the Solarian Third Fleet as nothing more than an overabundance of spy planes. While the Solarians rely heavily on gathering intelligence in any war, the Third Fleet's firepower is comparable to any other major naval force. Its vessels use the latest Guardian defense systems with improved tracking algorithms to handle a greater number of projectiles than older models. Even its scouting flotillas have been armed with hull-mounted Thanix cannons developed in conjunction with the Turian military. Now that their egg clutches are out of danger, the Solarian colony Senequal is shipping all the materials and weapons it can muster to the Third Fleet. The Turian Navy has the most dreadnoughts of any known species in the Milky Way. The Turian hierarchy limited production of these ships only because the Treaty of Ferrixen strictly controls the number of dreadnoughts due to their destructive capabilities. The Turian Sixth Fleet is technically classified as a peacekeeping fleet. Before the Reapers, it was chiefly used to patrol the space around the Citadel. Now it's ready to fly to areas trying to fight off the invasion. The Turian Seventh Fleet was assigned the privilege and burden of guarding the Crucible during the weapons construction and deployment. The fleet flies constant surveillance around the massive device, coordinating with Alliance. I think we've read this. Crates of dextro amino acid metagel have been shipped out to the Turian 7th Fleet. This resupply will help Turian medics treat potentially fatal wounds. Recovering the legendary banner of the 1st Regiment lifted the spirits of overworked Turian forces. Very nice. Very nice. We're looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like we need to check in with people again. But also, we needed to go back to the Citadel and go to the Spectre thing. We were supposed to do some stuff on the Spectre screen in the embassies. So we should probably do that. But I have a feeling people will want to talk about Udina.
Cerberus bastards. And Udina too. Son of a bitch.
That's crap. Udina made a deal with the devil. He got what he deserved.
Yeah, he did.
Commander, I've got a lead on something interesting. Have you got a minute? Commander, I've found something you need to see.
What have you got?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists.
Oh.
They could help build the Crucible.
Maybe we could recruit them. Lots of Cerberus people think they're doing the right thing. I know I did.
And you were right, Commander. Whatever crimes Cerberus is committing now, I was on Horizon when the Collectors attacked.
Really?
You'll recall I mentioned growing up in the Terminus systems. I was visiting my family at home. While the Alliance was running studies, you were saving me and my family.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus. I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
You found them?
I believe so, yes.
Nice work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
It's on the map now, Commander. Thanks.
Cool.
Commander?
Private terminal. Oh, jeez. Citadel shore leave. Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard, I'm ordering the Normandy into dry dock on the Citadel for much-needed repairs. She's seen a lot of action lately and needs a little TLC. A small army of techs will take care of the details once you arrive, so let's get your crew out of there. You're all on shore leave. That's an order. We need everybody at their best. One more thing. Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Head over there when you arrive. I hear it's a nice place. So we gotta go back to the Citadel anyways. Stephen Hackett, as promised, here is what we have on Kai Lang. Alliance records, dossier, Stephen Hackett, Lang Kai, date of systems, Alliance, 2172, age on enlistments, 16, credentials faked. 2172, Terminus Systems, Patrol and Reconnaissance. 2173, Exodus Cluster, Patrol and Reconnaissance. Reprimanded for taking medals from dead enemy officers. Sentence reduced in light of previous exemplary service record. 2174, Raid of Intion, recommended for Systems Alliance Medal of Valor. 2175, Kite's Nest, Tactical Reconnaissance, accepted into Interplanetary Combatives Academy. 2176, received N7 designation from Interplanetary Combatives Academy. 2176, dishonorably discharged and imprisoned after charge of first-degree murder. Cerberus activities. Intel on Kai Lang's activities after joining Cerberus' body. What is known is that the Elusive Man arranged for Lang's escape from prison, employing him as an operative for the next 10 years. Lang is now believed to be the Elusive Man's most trusted agent, working as an infiltrator and assassin. His cybernetic modifications appear to include Cerberus' Phantom-class implants. Shepard, never had the chance to get you some new N7 equipment back on Earth. I've arranged for the N7 Defender armor to be delivered to the Normandy before supply lines get even less reliable than they are now. Look for the armor the next time you're suiting up for a mission. It's more than just a little extra plating. Wow. James Vega, hey Commander, just wondering if you got some time in the near future. Nothing critical, just wanted to chat. Vega. Okay. Adrian Victus, Commander Shepard. Cerberus just ambushed a Turian cruiser full of high-ranking hierarchy officials. The cruiser managed to escape, but its location was top secret. Cerberus couldn't have located that ship without inside information, and the only other person who knew the cruiser's position was Volus Ambassador Din Korlak. I've heard ugly rumors of a bounty out for his head. My advisors insist I can't bring these accusations against Korlak myself. I admit they're right. The Turian and Volus economies are tightly intertwined, and now it isn't the time for the political crisis that would result, but the security of our fleets is at stake. I ask that you investigate Korlak in your capacity as a Spectre and find out if he is indeed a Cerberus mole. I forwarded information on his last known location to the Spectre office on the Citadel. Regards, Primarch Victus. Alliance News Network information. Elysium, an evacuation shuttle nearly destroyed as it attempted to escape the Reaper-occupied colony of Elysium, was reportedly saved after a lone biotic worker intervened. The shuttle was carrying children who drew higher numbers on the colony's evacuation lottery, meaning they were not eligible to board the first wave of shuttles leaving the planet. Their shuttle was saved when the biotic, identified by authorities as Aresh Agdashlu, engaged Reaper forces that were preventing it from taking off. Agdashlu had a history of drug abuse and criminal activity and claimed to have survived a Cerberus camp on Pragia as a child. Witness said he killed several dozen Reaper creatures before he was overwhelmed, providing the shuttle just enough time to fly clear. Is this not the guy that when we did Jack's mission, who we ran into? Meet me at the bar. Jack, the students are kicking ass and taking names. They're keeping them on short rotation so they don't burn out, so we end up with lots of shore leave. Next time you hit the Citadel, come by Purgatory. I'll be there if I'm not blowing stuff up in the field. But this is already done, right? Citadel interview, your cabin. Deanna Allers, the networks are going wall-to-wall with coverage of the attack on the Citadel. Everyone's asking questions about Udina's death. Can I get an hour or so with you to talk about what happened? I'm thinking your cabin rather than the conference room so we don't get interrupted. I heard you knew the counselor personally. If you need some time alone or don't want to talk about it, just say the word, Diana. Samantha Trainer, Commander, thanks for taking the time to speak with the civilian. I'd love to see how Commander Shepard kills time between missions. Why don't you give me a call if you'd like to grab drinks in your cabin? I promise a night of fun of games. Trainer. Who's that? Oh, you. So we got some stuff to do. In our cabin, then.
The Turians will hold. Pound for pound, they're the best fighting force in the galaxy.
Pound for pound is irrelevant, given the significantly higher mass of Reaper forces overall.
That's why we're bringing in the Krogan.
Hello, Shepard.
What's on your mind, Edie?
The destruction of the Reaper on Tuchanka. It is rare for a technologically superior force to be destroyed by an inferior one.
Yeah, so now all we need is a gun that fires Thresher Maws.
That was a joke.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I was contemplating. The Reapers are more fallible than they proclaim. Despite its best efforts, the one on Tuchanka was destroyed by a worm. This has caused me to reassess the probable period of time before I am non-functional.
You're worried about dying?
In a sense. My processing power is consumed with calculations to help us combat the Reapers. But I can run those scenarios with the rest of the crew. May I ask you another question that troubled Jeff?
Here we go again.
What is the purpose of synthetic life?
Whatever it wants to be.
It's not that different from organic life. A free-willed synthetic chooses what it wants.
But the purpose of organic life is to preserve itself long enough to replicate copies of its genes in succeeding generations. My purpose is not so clear. The other successful synthetic life forms that I have examined for comparison are the Geth and the Reapers.
Reproduction isn't all there is. We find meaning in the work we do, good deeds we accomplish, love.
I see. I will search my files on the biographies of humans to see if prominent figures follow the pattern you suggest. It appears many humans did in fact do so.
That was quick. Gotta love quantum computing.
Shepard, I will alter my processing power to give priority to your stated goals. Duty, altruism, love.
Wait, you're just gonna turn yourself good? Can you do that?
It should take some time. If I have further questions, I will speak with you again. Thank you.
I feel like that reduces our war score. Defense matrix.
Are you and Caden okay? The last time he saw that body, it wasn't exactly pleasant.
I have informed him of the situation. He is taking it well.
Good.
Okay.
Hello, Shepard.
Joker, how we doing?
So Cerberus wanted to go into politics, huh? Nice job shutting those assholes down.
Didn't you used to work for those assholes? Something about leather seats?
I worked for Cerberus when they were vigilantes helping the helpless. Now they're a little too mainstream. And evil. The important thing is that you kicked their asses. And Caden's back. He even remembered the first rule of serving on the Normandy. Don't shoot the commander.
Go easy on Caden. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, like drawing a gun on a superior officer. Nearly getting the council killed.
Oh.
That's not gonna look good on the yearly performance review. Commander.
Okay, Joker. Getting a little feisty, I see. Yeah, we gotta go back to the Citadel. Is that our only priority mission now? No, Perseus Vale. Oh, this isn't a priority. Only Perseus Vale is. Okay. Dude, we got so much to do.
Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the med bay.
Oh my gosh, there's so much. There's so much. First to the captain's cabin. Because apparently we're supposed to meet some people here. First of all, look at that chest set. That's nice. We have N7 armor. Whoa. Health boost, shield boost, ammo capacity, and weapon damage. That's some thick armor. Securitel helmet? That's funny. Health boost and shield boost. The recon hood, the classic. What is that? Weapon damage? Shield regen? Shield boost? This is what we rocked at the end. I might go back to it. That's weapon damage. I'm liking the power damage. The shield regen's not bad. Weapon melee damage. Shield boost. Weapon. Headshot. Health boost. Sure, we'll go for shield boost. Full weapon damage. This is headshot damage. It's power recharge. Ammo capacity. Weapon damage or power recharge. Yeah, we'll do this. Let's go ahead and call...
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Okay.
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play?
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly
GUI.
as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
I'm just a simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge.
Okay.
Ha!
Oh, come on.
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line, like the Krogan, can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
What about playing in bed?
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep him in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, Trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes.
That was cool. So we could have romanced her right there, yeah?
Trainer, can you send Diana up? She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for a chat, Commander?
I'm ready.
Commander, it's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately. Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
Cerberus has limited resources. This coup attempt was likely the best they could do, and it cost them a lot of money and troops. A little fear is understandable, but it can't paralyze you. They've failed as many times as they've succeeded.
But humanity has lost its counselor. The Alliance Parliament is destroyed, and the Prime Minister's dead. The line of succession is getting pretty short. How long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
Leaders will rise. You can't lose hope. Our enemies won't rest until they've taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten. Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thesia. Commander, during your tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties.
Oh.
Thanks for your time, Commander. This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong. Be careful, Commander. You keep feeding me like this, and I'll follow you home.
Are we romancing this lady? We already missed one attempt.
Looks like you already have. What happens now?
You gave me a good interview, Commander. That's all I need. Tonight.
Whoa. Whoa, Shepard. It's interesting that, oh yeah, James wanted to come up too. It's interesting that, like, the romance options so far aren't companions. They're, like, some of the side characters that are on our ship.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
On my way.
How's James
hey,
doing?
Man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander?
Sorry, Loco. I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Shoot.
What'd you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
The N7 program is a big deal, but it's also a big commitment.
I hear that.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not 'cause I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone, and they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but...
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The right choice is usually not the easy one.
Yeah. Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yeah. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There's not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed, either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Assuming we survive this, that's a no-brainer. You're a damn good soldier, Vega. Don't waste that opportunity.
I'll think about it. Seriously. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here, it's a little too soft for me.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
I'll take your word for it. Thanks
Whoa
again,
there.
Loco.
Anytime.
What was that? Ooh, okay, Carnage. Nice. Oh, there's so much to do. So many people to speak with. Oh, Garrus. Howdy.
Shepard. Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind, the Citadel almost falls, and you almost had to put down a friend.
Got a little tense there.
If it had come down to it, could you have pulled the trigger?
I don't see how. We start killing our friends, and war turns into murder.
But it doesn't always give us the easy way out, does it? At least Kaidan didn't have to join Ash.
Let's hope she's looking out for us. This was her fight, too.
That was sad.
Good to have Kaidan back. We can always use a friendly gun.
Oh, Thane's on there now. No way. That's cool that they update it. Zaid, Ashley, Legion, Charles Presley, Morden. So sad. So sad. Okay. Well, you know we gotta check in with everybody. I wonder... Kaidan's in here.
All seems so calm from here. There are people going through hell in a million different ways. Out there. And I want to be fighting alongside them, but... I want to be here. You know?
Sure. Thinking of anyone specific?
I heard from my mom, Shepard. My dad is, he's MIA. He's presumed.
Tell me what happened. You said they got out of Vancouver.
He left Mom at the orchard and reported for active duty. That's all we know, but it's enough. She's alone in this now. In all this.
I feel for you, Kaidan. And I'm glad you told me. There's strength in camaraderie. In empathy.
Thanks. You're right. I don't know how you do it, Shepard. Keeping it all together like you do. Earth is always in the back of my mind. Haunting me.
I get that. I do.
And my students. Well, wherever they are. I know they're kicking ass. On Earth or somewhere. You know, when this war is over, there's gonna be one hell of a reunion party.
Hell yeah.
Dancing in the streets, hugging and crying. My mom's always wanted to travel off-planet. I think I'll take her. Thanks for coming by.
Good to have you along, Major.
Wow, these moments are like...
Hey, I bumped into Edie in the hall. Scared the shit out of me. You could have warned me. She looks good, though.
Oh, Joker's got... No wonder Joker don't mess with them.
Getting settled?
Not much to unpack. Left Earth in a hurry. Just the clothes on my back and a few things I've picked up on the Citadel. Kinda like it. Living lean. Cerberus didn't cut corners rebuilding this place. There's a whole lot of credits in here. Can't wait to get back out there. Can't wait to get back out there.
Cool. It's nice to have Kaidan back.
Good to have Kaidan back. We can always use a friendly gun. Good to have Kaidan back.
Okay.
We can always use a friendly gun.
Nobody in life support yet. This is where the... No. News lady is down below. Oh, there's so many people to talk to.
Per your orders, I have the latest reports on the Council, Doctor. Their security is in disarray, but it would still be weeks before we could attempt to position any agents in their personal staff.
And it's far too risky after Udina's coup. Postpone those deployments.
At once.
I know upgrades. Yara, how you doing?
It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Okay. Audio recording from Counselor Gujir's Senate office. Secretary Phillips, the emergency fund's gone, sir. We don't have the credits to hire enough ships to evacuate the colony before the Reapers get here. Not what the prices their captains are looking for. What about the military? They left an hour ago, they said. They said it's too much of a risk to come back. Did they? Yes, sir. Here. Is this a passkey, sir? And an inventory? Phillips, I am authorizing you on behalf of the City Senate to seize any and all EZO stockpiles in our treasury in order to secure safe passage for our citizens on any available ships. These look like private stockpiles, Senate member stockpiles. I'm foregoing re-election. Now get us those ships. Yes, sir. Okay, seems like people are doing some good things. Nobody should be up there. We got Dr. Chakwas. How you doing?
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees?
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Oh, very nice. Hell yeah.
It would help all involved if you could barter a trade of medical supplies with the Citadel refugees. Speak to Tactus. You should be able to find him near the docks. It would help all involved if you could barter a trade of medical supplies.
Nobody in here? Dude, a lot of these episodes are turning into like a lot of story and talking to people and dialogue. I hope you guys don't mind. I quite enjoy it. Getting the story, really getting to know everybody.
Traitors are the worst form of enemy. In our cycle, we would remove their limbs one by one and offer them a choice. Eat their own flesh or starve. Your politician deserved far worse than a bullet. And if the other human had not seen reason, his death would be certain too. There is only one enemy in this war. Reapers. No others will be tolerated.
My goodness.
I would like to visit the Citadel again, when it is not infested with traitors. The Kai Leng human bears watching, Commander. I sense that the blood in his veins is very cold. Yes?
Cool. Yeah, the Prothean does not play around. he does not play.
Breaking now, the Citadel in flames. A brazen attack by Cerberus, repelled by C-Sec. We speak with the man who fought on the front lines, Commander Shepard. How did Cerberus get in? Where was the Citadel fleet? Find out in a Battlespace exclusive. Commander.
I think I would rather romance Trainer than her, honestly. If those are our options.
Thanks, Commander. That GX-12 thermal pipe arrived. We're performing the
nice.
modifications right now.
So, how did I get volunteered to crawl through the ducts?
You're the power control engineer, not me.
Damn hot in here. Hey, didn't Adams say that all the Normandy is Edie?
Kenneth, stop right there.
Just didn't tell Joker. He'll get jealous.
Oh boy.
We're still working on the thermal modifications. Should be done pretty soon. We're still working on the thermal modifications.
Funny people.
Kenneth is still installing the thermal conduit down in the crawl space. We'll have a report later. Kenneth is still installing the...
Cool. All that stuff's getting done. Let's check on Cortez and James. Weapon upgrades. We're still using the Tempest. We didn't really like that. We're using the Phase 10. I think we're looking good.
Never thought I'd be doing a combat drop onto the Citadel. I can't believe Udina. Great example to the other races, huh? That last mission on Noveria shows why I love the Kodiak.
All you did was drop them off and bugger out. How are you proud of that?
I seem to remember being shot at the whole time, and everyone coming back in one piece, Mr. Vega.
Yeah, next time park it and come join the party, Esteban.
Good to see you, Commander.
Okay. One last person, and then we're going back to the Citadel.
Hey, Commander.
And
I
he has no...
Udina was a dirty
Oh.
bastard, but I never would have guessed he was that rotten. This whole war is loco. I mean, can't they all see how we need to work together?
When people are scared, they're slow to trust.
Sure, but... what's the point? Look, just so you know, I've got a new shoot first, ask questions later policy when it comes to politicians.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Hey.
Hey. Alrighty. Let's go see what's going on at the Citadel. Got some people to talk to.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom. Commander?
Oh my gosh.
Commander Shepard.
How many people do we need to talk to? This is crazy. I feel like this is what it would really be like to be the commander. Like just running around. It's not always action, you know?
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Okay. Back to the Citadel. Let's get it. We're gonna go ahead and dock. Personal apartment? What the heck is this? Oh, this is...
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding
We
up?
just talked to you.
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Very cool. We got our own apartment now? What do we do with this? Notes for Anderson biography Normandy.
Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said, let's see what we can find.
Cool. Where's this message thing? Here? Dinner at sushi place on me. Hey Shepard, I've got a few things I wanted to go over with you. With the Normandy and dry dock, I figured we could meet up at the Ryushi Sushi place down in the wards. I hear it's the best. Joker. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Catalog. What? Customize. Standard vanity. Whoa. Okay. This is kind of cool. Enlisting.
What was I talking about? Early days, right? People ask why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
Okay.
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication with him or any soldiers on Earth, but we can't forget what they're doing for us. Tonight's show is dedicated to all of the soldiers out there, fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry. Is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man, or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose. Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader, then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yes, it is. But war is a terrible thing.
Like a James situation.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
The remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Khaleesa Al-Jilani. Thank you for watching.
This is actually crazy, like how in-depth these stories are.
No, it's fine. I got a few minutes. First contact war? Yeah. I was there. My first real combat. First for a lot of us. I remember one night early in the war, strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We were always joking and horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens. Think about that. We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble.
Crazy.
So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something. Keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama's so ugly the Marines thought she was a Turian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, "Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Turians shitless." Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
That was cool. Okay, what else do we got?
Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something But if I had to pick one to share, I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself, king of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Solarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian? Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. And he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then.
That's cool. Solarian, eh? Okay, we got this one. Relationships.
You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's spaceflight. Spaceflight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality. And it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices.
That's kind of sad. It's cool hearing all this backstory.
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the Commander, but most of it isn't true. People are quick to judge. They don't know the whole story. I don't even know the whole story. But I know the man. Worked with him. Fought with him. Trust him with my life. Shepard's had some rough patches. Who of us hasn't? He's been forced to fight a lot of battles alone. God only knows how he got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is, you never heard a complaint. Never once got, no sir, I can't do that. He never hesitated. Few people know what Shepard's been through. I'd like to think I come pretty close. And I worry sometimes he forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who lose sleep over him getting back home. Maybe it doesn't need to be said. Maybe we're too dumb to say it. Soldiers like the Commander are rare. Men like Shepard, even more rare.
That's cool. Man, maybe Shepard really is like our best friend. Or, Anderson is our best friend.
Okay. I have your new questions here. As a leader, do I ever feel that the end justify the means? Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I, arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard before the Battle of the Citadel. I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would have gladly accepted the repercussions. The real trick is never being wrong. If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know.
Bye. Now we have an upstairs. This apartment's huge.
The Turians. Well, I might not always see eye to eye with the politics and the individual, but I have a great respect for the Turian military. Any Alliance soldier lucky enough to take part in their training programs will certainly be better for it. Their precision, skill, and discipline come together in a way that's second to none. Not that I'm faulting our own people or training. It's just that after fighting Turians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Palaven. It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Turian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartix Oryx. If you can find him, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbling. But I've used what I learned that day many times. The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training. There you go. And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe him money.
Cool.
You asked me to talk about the SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Turians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Turian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the Drive Corps, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Turian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Turian scientist in shackles and a human-Turian fistfight at Korra's den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to Xander. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
Okay.
Okay. So, Tombstone data. Admiral David Edward Anderson. Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in London, June 8th, 2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. And someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much for the spotlight. Anyway, where was I? It was a second marriage for my parents. They were almost 50 by the time they had me. My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. But he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting N7 stuff next time.
Kaylee. Okay. Armor locker, weapon bench. I think that's gonna be it for here. Full checkout of the new apartment. Very cool. A lot of backstory on Anderson, which is also very cool. But yeah, before we go any further, we are going to go ahead and end things here. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.